Hey everyone, meteorologist Freddy Vella here with Freddy's Weekend Watch. Of course, joining you with a special guest one more time, meteorologist Tommy House.
Thanks for having me, Freddie.
Tommy, good to see you.
I think I'm your one and only guest for these, but it's good. I'm happy to be here.
You know what? I'd rather you than, I don't know.
Don't lie.
My dog that's at home, my dog can't speak.
Especially lying now.
Especially so that way you can be here. This weekend is going to be much nicer.
Sure.
We're going to feel cooler.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready for some of this wintry weather type of thing.
Me too, Freddie. You know, a little more January air, but it's been nice in the 70s and 80s. I won't lie.
There are some people out there that have a warm bias. I feel like, Tommy, you got that warm bias.
Either warm or cold, man. Everyone's telling me a different thing, but there's some sort of bias in there.
You're one or the other. You know, but Tommy, there's a lot going on this weekend, so let's get into it. Freddy's Weekend Watch. I'm going to hit you with the first one first.
Please.
This is Free Week. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I mean, it sounds like it's a free week of free things.
Thank you, Tommy. Good job, Tommy.
Ace that one, question one.
Context clues will get you there. All right, so Free Week Austin. This is something that they do every year at the beginning of the year around the Red River District. And the reason that they do this is to kind of promote local economy, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people don't go out after the holidays. They kind of stay home. But this is a way to get people out to listen to some free bands. There are 13 different venues over Friday and Saturday. They're going to have dozens of concerts. Tommy, can you play an instrument? Guitar? Drums?
You already know this.
Drums?
Come on, think back. I told you what instrument I play.
I know that you said you played trumpet?
Yes.
Okay, but do you play any other instruments?
No.
Okay, so no rock band for you.
No rock and roll.
So if I put on a rock band, you won't be able to
name
drum? No, okay, well. Can you sing?
I dabble. I think I could hit some notes.
No, that's a big no, folks.
If I'm saying that, yeah, that's how you know it's not.
That's a big no. Anyway, so you won't see Tommy performing at any of these concerts.
It's for the best. That's why it's free.
Now, the really cool thing is that there's free entry into each and every one of these performances at these 13 different venues. It'll kick off at around 4 o'clock and then go on throughout the rest of the night until closing. But yeah, Free Week in Austin, it's really cool. It's along the Red River District, so that way you guys can head on out. Tommy, this is a good way for you to go, hang out on Friday night. Enjoy downtown. All right, here's number 2. No, this isn't what we call Tommy when he's riding his bike. This is Hot Wheels Austin. Tommy, did you play with Hot Wheels when you were growing up?
I did. Yeah, you ever shoot them off the ramps and they go flying?
Yeah, you know what, I actually did.
So cool.
Did you ever build like one around your room and just kind of like have...
Yeah, that. I used to have like the old school wooden Thomas the Tank Engine tracks, that would stack.
Okay.
Those were the days, man.
Thomas,
you should have one in the Weather Center. I think that would look cool.
Are you named Tommy after Thomas the...
No, but I got to believe there's some sort of inspiration there.
We're going to have to ask your parents what's up there.
Yeah.
So Hot Wheels is going to be here on Friday and Saturday, January 9th and 10th at the Moody Center in Austin. Friday it's at 7:30, and Saturday it's 12:30 and 7:30. And Rhinomite is making its Austin debut, which is really cool. Yeah.
I don't know. Who's Rhinomite?
It's one of the big monster trucks, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you go. All right, number 3, this is the International Gem and Jewelry Show. This runs through January 19th. It kicks off on Friday. It's going to be at the Palmer Event Center on Riverside. Plenty of vendors, and you can buy diamonds, pearls, opals, rings, watches. Tommy, we're almost out of time for this segment, but did you purchase a diamond ring for your wife when you...
You know what? I did.
Awesome, Tommy.
I did.
Tommy's so proud.
And
so
it was a real diamond. It was a very small diamond. I couldn't really,
Yeah.
it wasn't a lot. It was like 1/10 of a carat, but it was something.
That's what I was going to ask, if we should get it appraised or not.
I think we should. We should bring him in.
We'll bring them in.
Also, might want to buy some grills here, too. That would be a fun little spot next week.
Who was it, Little John that would...
I could take him in and take him out during the weather hits.
There you go.
You could have a big chain. It'd be awesome. Yeah, we'd be rocking the jewelry.
All right. If you guys want more information on Freddy's Weekend Watch, you can go to KXAN.com. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. What's going on, everyone? Segment 2 here of Freddy's Weekend Watch. Tommy felt that we needed to talk about a couple more things that are going on.
Yeah, if not once, try twice, right?
Try twice, especially with such a nice weekend ahead. Here we go. Here's the very first one. Tommy, say it for us. What do we call this?
So it's Winter Fest, but you got to add the P in front of it, right? Because of Pflugerville. Right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, you are right.
Good.
Anything with an F, you got to put a P in front of it.
I feel like Nick Bandon's presence right there because he's a big Pflugerville guy, you know?
I'm trying to think if I missed anything. No, I think I got them all in there. All right, so this is Saturday, January 10th from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Tommy, I know we feel like you're under 10 years old, but you're not. So,
wow.
Yeah.
This guy.
I know.
That breaks some workers' OSHA laws, I think. But
So this is going to be at the Pflugerville Library.
Yeah.
The entire family is, I did forget one. I should have put a P there, right, in front of family. Entire family.
Wow.
Family.
Yeah, man, I can't even. That's breaking my brain.
All right, the entire family is invited to this. The games, winter snacks, and crafts. No registration needed for this, but families with kids 10 years of age and younger are invited out here to enjoy the Winter Fest. Here's another one. Tommy, were you ever in any theater shows?
No, but you know what? I have a huge eye for theater now.
Really?
I'm trying to grow that. And
That's
I would
right.
love to be, a little KXAN musical. You could throw me in there.
Hey, we should do a KXAN musical. I wonder how
I don't
we
think
would do
anyone
it.
would watch, but I'm sure we could throw it on.
So this is the 24-hour play festival. This is in Buda. And the really cool thing is that this is going to be at the Chamber Theater at 121 Main Street. And what they do is that they get a bunch of theater kids together. They give them 24 hours to write, direct, and rehearse their own play. And it's only 10 minutes long. And then they present them to the audience.
Wow.
So they're asking the entire community to come out to be part of this. The results are going to be screened from 7:30 to 10 p.m. and each play is going to be able to show off what they've done within those 24 hours.
One of the big things in theater that I'm learning is the results screening. I mean,
Yeah.
these things, you got to sit there. There's a lot, but it's a long time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So get a good meal before then, because 2.5, 3 hours, that's a pretty typical.
It
typical
really is,
screening.
yeah. But it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Something else that's a lot of fun, Tommy, is this one.
Bring it.
This is Love Austin. It's volleyball. It is back. I know that the Texas women have already finished their season, but Love Austin is continuing theirs. This is their second game that they're actually going to play on Sunday, January 11th.
And to confirm for the audience, that's how it's spelled.
That's how it's
I know
spelled.
Freddie's not good at the grammatical stuff sometimes. I'm always catching his typos, but
No, yeah.
that is the B and love. That is the real deal.
So it's love, right? Love, but what is the VB? Volleyball. There you go. Yeah.
I know
See?
you didn't come up with that, but goosebumps.
Goosebumps,
Amazing.
goosebumps out there. All right, so Love Volleyball. This is their second game. It's going to be HEB at Cedar Park. A start time at 6:30 p.m. against Love Atlanta. Special nights
Nice.
all season long, which
How
is
about
really
that?
cool. It's really, really
Exciting
cool.
stuff.
I love it. So Tommy and I are going to go out to the game, and we're going to try doing some
Well, I'm
bumps.
working unless you want to cover for me.
Oh, that's right. Okay, Tommy will not be out there. Hey, so this is all this information is on our website, KXAN.com, if you want more info there. And if you're watching on KXAN Plus, there's actually a special interview for Love Volleyball. If you're watching on CW, thank you so much. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Tonight, volleyball returns to Austin as the 2025 inaugural champions Love Austin hit the court for their first serve game tonight against Nebraska. Here to talk to us about their newest season and what to expect is head coach Eric Sullivan, newest addition Bree O'Reilly, and the Texas legend herself, Logan Eccleston. Thank you so much all for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
So obviously, I'm going to start with you, Eric. You are the newest head coach for the team, coming off a championship last year. They struggled at first, but obviously picked it up as the season went on. What's your approach to keep this winning streak alive?
Yeah, we're pretty process-oriented. We're not thinking about results. We talked about obviously trying to repeat as champions at the beginning of the year, and then it's about getting in the gym and trying to get a little better every day.
Has that put any pressure on you as you've started off this new season, already walking in, knowing that, that they walked away with that championship last year?
Yeah, all I can do is mess it up, right? Yeah, no pressure. I mean, obviously, we're capable of doing great things, and so, again, it's just about getting in the gym, building our systems, and getting our group tight so that we can go play real competitive volleyball.
Of course. Now, Logan, you were in the inaugural season. Obviously, you came in from Texas along with a lot of your teammates, including Aja O'Neal, Madison Skinner, Kat Bell, Zoe, and so much more. Now into this pro season and pro league. You've won professionally and, of course, at Texas before as well. But how has your leadership role evolved going from Texas and now entering Love Austin?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think what's really cool about our team is we have so many players with just so much experience. And so I think everyone has their own leadership style in their place on the team where they can kind of step up into that role. And so I think, I bring experience from last year. It was the first year last year. There was a lot of moving parts, but I think there's a lot more stability this year, so I kind of have that experience that I can bring. But again, it's just such a well-rounded team, and everyone can step up into that role whenever they want to.
Of course. And now, Bree, I have to go with you next because you joined this team this year after stints with the national teams and clubs in Canada and Brazil. You bring a ton of experience to the team. So what was it like for you stepping into this role, and have you already started to find your rhythm, being part of this team?
Yeah, I've been playing for a bunch of years all over the world, so getting to be here feels a lot more like home. I get to speak English with my teammates, which is a luxury now. And yeah, it's been really fun joining a pretty established group. There's not many newcomers, but kind of just getting to know them as quickly as possible and building connection as best as we can.
So, Eric, are there any, surprises as we go into this new season? Are there any, new players that have joined that people at home are going to be really impressed with that you've seen so far?
Yeah, we have 5 new players on our roster, so I feel like they've all been integrated really well. Surprises for me, maybe not, but I think anytime we're going to take the court, it's going to be a fun thing to watch.
And you've worked with a lot of these, players before at Texas and nationally. What has that been like, being able to transition with them from that college league into the pro league?
Yeah, it's obviously been nice to come into the gym. There's a lot of familiarity with a lot of the players. Some of them I've known for 15 years, and so it didn't take us long to kind of get hitting on all cylinders.
Of course. Now, Logan, I have to go with you next. What's one thing that you think that fans are going to notice immediately that's different this season from last season?
Oh, wow. I think it's just our competitiveness. We're going to show up every single game and just have that fire. I think last year it took us a little bit of time to kind of get rolling, but I think we're super prepared this season. We've gotten our systems in place. Eric's done a great job of that, and I just think we're ready to compete.
Of course. Now, we're almost out of time, but Bree, I have to go with you last. The schedule obviously showing a lot of promise. You're going to compete essentially against every team out there, including the Texas Showdown with Houston. Are there any teams that you're excited to take on this season?
Oh, yeah. I think Salt Lake, right off the top of my head, comes to mind. I have a Team Canada teammate on that team and also a really close friend. So we have so many friends and people that we've played with on every team. So every game will be so fun, but that one specifically is going to be great.
And it's all going to be a lot of fun. And you at home can catch Coach Eric Sullivan along with players Bree O'Reilly and Logan Eccleston and the entire Love Austin volleyball team at their very first serve match tonight at HEB Center at Cedar Park, with tickets and more information at lovb.com. Thank you both, or all three of you, for joining me today, and good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Thank
you.